All right, welcome back to Mailk Cunningham Franchise here on Madden 24 with our Patriots team here. And I think we're going to look to make a few moves here at the trade deadline. Already played the game here in Week 8 against the Raiders, and we lost 27-11. Had a slim chance at the end, not much of a chance, but we threw an interception, and that basically killed all hope. But really weren't in the game anyway, and part of that is I probably should have thrown the ball more, but I think another big part of it is just maybe our defense. And I think what we really need is another. I would love to have Patrick Surtain on the team. He's a 99 overall X factor. I don't see any way we could trade for him. Wouldn't mind having Greg Newsome. Where's Denzel Ward? Is he not? Kenny Moore, but he's 31. Kendall Fuller's kind of the same thing. Trayvon Diggs is a 91 overall, has started on. AJ Terrell, I don't know. I like the look of this guy. There's probably no way we're going to be able to get him. 84 overall, 21 years old, superstar X Factor. How far does a second round pick get us? Nothing. Basically nothing. Okay. How about a first round pick? We need significantly more. This would be a huge trade. I just don't think we can pull off a first, a future first, and a future second. That's like nothing. We're probably going to have to include a player. We could give them Joel Bitonio. His contract's expiring. He's 34 years old. I don't think they're really interested. It would actually put them over the salary cap. So that's definitely not going to work. They don't really have any cap space. So they at all interested in Jameson Williams. That doesn't get us really anywhere. And I'd kind of like to hang on to Jameson Williams, so how do they feel about Quiddy Pay? Do Quiddy Pay 2/3 and a first next year? Does this would still put them over the salary cap? So we'd kind of need to package another player here. Somebody not real great that would help with the salary cap. So still need to be enough that would they. I don't know that we need Jalen. Maybe throwing Jalen that still puts him over the salary cap, so that's not going to work. Timmy Hartman, maybe? That still has them over the salary cap. Let's take the 70 overall middle linebacker who has hidden development. This is actually closer than I would think. If we do our second round pick this year, is it a little closer? If we do our first round pick in 2029, this may be a trade where we give them three first round picks. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the thirds. I'm going to throw in a second round pick and a second round pick in 2029. And in doing that, I'm going to try to get back their first round pick. Oh, that's really close. Pick up a second and a third, maybe. We'll get some draft compensation back. That's going to be a trade. Okay, deal's done. Kwity Paye is gone. He really hasn't been making an impact. We're going to get Andrews, who is a superstar X Factor corner. And we're going to get Williams, who's a hidden dev middle linebacker. He's probably not going to play. And then the tight end just to make the cap work. But he'll be a good second tight end, I would think. And we're also going to get back a second and a third round pick. So it's really a second round pick swap for this year. And okay. It's there. Anything else we want to do here? We'll go ahead and manage the roster. Adjust the lineup here. I think we're going to put Timmy Hartman at our second tight end. I don't know. Obviously, offensive line looks the same. Receiver looks the same. Big difference here is going to be on the defense. Andrews has hidden development. But the thing is, we've already seen that he has superstar X Factor. He has played no snaps. Is that only because we've traded for him and he's played no snaps for us? Or he's going to be our tight end, our number one corner. Then we'll have Christian Gonzalez and Antoine Aldridge. Now, the defensive line's looking a little bit weaker, as I think I want Greenfield and then Langford. So maybe we'll go out and try to get another D tackle. And it might be a lot easier to trade for a defensive tackle. A left end would be good. But would love to have Greg Rousseau on the team, but might be harder to trade Kalijah Kancey, Christian Barmore, who used to be on the team. George Karloff says, if we find anybody on like an expiring contract, it might be easier to trade for. This guy's got hidden dev and this is 64 overall. Could get Kwity Paye back from them. Aiden Hutchinson, who we traded to the Jets, used to be on the team. We're gonna go after this guy, Luke McAllister. And what does a third round pick get us? Nothing. Okay. Does he have X Factor? Is that what? Or a second round pick? Yeah, nothing. This guy's not going to be possible. We could reunite the team with Aiden Hutchinson, maybe. 85 overall, 4 years left on his deal. Two third-round picks? That's actually not crazy. Don't have a second next year. Don't have any. Don't really have much of any picks next year. Just some late round picks. 3/3 and a third in 2029. That's really close. Maybe we trade a player for him. I mean, Joel Bitonio's on an expiring deal. Don't know how much that's going to get us. They'll just do it straight up. Okay, probably could have got more for him. It's going to be Joe Bitonio for Aiden Hutchinson. And, you know, his contract was expiring. So I think we're going to need to probably go out and see what's there in free agency as far as a left guard. Or even a right guard or a got Brady Christensen. He's a pass protector. If we're willing to go with somebody that's a little bit lower of an overall, we have John Gaines here, who's 26 and is a 70 overall. He's an agile type. I think we're going to go with him. We'll sign him to a 1-year deal. Maybe we look to re-sign him. It's going to be hard to get anybody in the draft now. Since we're not going to have picks. I mean, that's just what it is. So Gaines going to be at left guard. But I still like our offensive line. I think that still leaves us in a decent place. As long as no one gets hurt. Well, we could have moved Andrews to left guard too. Andrews is going to be the backup center and right guard. Okay. Not great. As long as no one on the offensive line gets hurt, I think we'll be okay. Then we've got, of course, Josh Uche is hurt. But we're going to have Williams here. And we could move. Could we move Patrick Queen to right outside linebacker and start Williams? We're going to move Greenfield's going to be the guy there. And then Langford. Got Aiden Hutchinson. Of course, we want Andrews. And then Aldridge. Specialist-wise, I think Aldridge should be the slot corner. We could have Carter at rush D tackle, I guess. Rush left end is going to be John Franklin Myers. Rush right end is going to be Aiden Hutchinson. This seems okay. And then hopefully we still have enough cap room to re-sign Jamison Williams. I'll give him a 4-year deal. I'll up the money quite a bit. Okay, he's not going to take it. Okay. Well, I guess we can try again next week. We'll advance the week here to the Broncos game. And we will quickly, as we're not going to have a lot of. I wanted to offer him a 4-year deal. I'm going to up the money significantly here. And he's going to resign. We're going to have Jamison Williams back. Okay. Jack Jones, there's no reason to resign. Same with a lot of these guys. A lot of backups. A lot of guys just on 1-year deals just to be here. I'm going to guarantee a win. We got to beat the Broncos. Didn't really do anything to improve the offense at the trade deadline, but we did get a. It's gonna be raining. Let's run the ball. Rack up 150 yards rushing. I think we can do that. Broncos are 4-4. The Jets have now passed us in the division. They're 4-4. Okay. This is a must-win, pretty much. I mean, I'm not gonna try to contain the quarterbacks. You know what? I might. I don't know. Less pass rush though if we do that. Maybe we'll just defend the inside run. I'm not running outside. I am. Truly would like to run inside. And we'll do our passing drill for Mailk Cunningham. Hopefully we can get gold this time. That would be nice. It'd be nice if we could actually get gold and then, maybe get a development trade upgrade from Mailk Cunningham. I know they're pretty rare to get in practice, but that's gonna hurt. Get that multiplier back up here. Abraham gets the catch. We got 14 seconds left now. Got that multiplier back up to ×6 here. ×7. Got it silver. We've got like 3 seconds left now. Now we're going to need something deep. Not quite going to get gold. 500 points off. Get 500 XP. Not really what we wanted there. Now, please, just no injuries in practice. Really need to beat the Broncos this week. We've got a couple of upgrades here. Just one upgrade. Alex good. I'm going to go possession. Get agility, break tackle, impact block, pass block power, run block finesse, short route running, and trucking. Okay. And now my controller batteries are low, so I'm not going to change them until they actually die, but we'll get into the game here with the Broncos. We're going to play in Denver. And their quarterback is Trey Lance. 3 touchdowns and a pick last week. Not a lot of yards, though. So we'll see exactly what we can do here in the rain. I don't know that that's actually going to make it harder to throw the ball. I don't know if it really means anything in the game, but we said we were going to run the ball, and I guarantee to win, so we're going to have to win this game. 9 touchdowns and 5 picks on the season. Not a lot of yards. Which makes me wonder if they're running the ball more. We've got a bit of a different look to the defense now. Aiden Hutchinson is back with the team. I'm trying to remember when we traded him away. It might very well may have been earlier this season, although I'm not sure when it was, but it may have just been earlier this season. But he seemed like the best option. If I would have realized we could have traded Joel Bitonio and just straight up trade Hutchinson, I would have tried to get some more draft capital out of it. As Andrews, our new corner, can't stop the reception there by Jerry Jeudy. Hopefully he ends up being really good. So we traded an awful lot to get him. Trey Lance looks like he's going to take off. He did throw the ball. And they're moving right down the field. Trey Lance with another wide open throw there. 4 for 4 already. There's a handoff. Gonna get about 2 yards there. Patrick Queen can't make the sack. And that's a completion. Third and 2 now. And it's actually not a touchdown. They're going to be stopped at the 1. and get the stop there. They have had the ball the entire first quarter so far. And they are taking a lot of time off the clock. Somehow we stop them again at the 1. And Patrick Queen going to make a tackle. This is 4th and goal. And it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Got to stop them here. They're going to throw the ball. It's incomplete. And our defense is going to hold up. They were denied there. Mailk Cunningham going to come onto the field for the first time. And he's going to be backed up. 21 picks to 21 touchdowns. 2,500 yards about halfway through the season. And we're going to have to do something here to get off our own goal line. If we could pick up at least 3 or 4 yards here, that would really help. We're going to get 4. Of course, I did say I wanted to run the ball. Just want to pick up enough yards there that if we get a holding penalty, it's not in the end zone. Going to get the ball out for Ramondre Stevenson. And we've got a first down. And now we can look to open the playbook up just a little bit more now. Ramondre Stevenson, 17 rushes last week for 61 yards. Which is not great when you consider after about 6 rushes he had 40 yards. So go play action here. Looking for Garrett Wilson. He makes the catch. Gets us all the way down to the 30-yard line. Really kind of changed the tide of this game when they didn't get the touchdown there on 4th and goal. It's another nice run from Ramondre Stevenson. And we will go ahead and run this down to the end of the first quarter. Start of the second quarter here. No score yet. Ramondre Stevenson running hard, though. 5 for 38 so far. As much as I would like to get Mailk Cunningham a few touchdowns. We did say before the game started for our goal, since it was raining, that we would run the ball. So, not that we have to get rushing touchdowns, we just need rushing yards. Maybe we could try to get Mailk Cunningham a passing touchdown here. Roll out, gonna toss it to Alex Good. That's gonna be enough for a touchdown. He did break the plane. And we'll kick the extra point. Take a 7-0 lead here. And that was a real big swing there when they decided to go for it on 4th and goal. We drove 99 yards down the field. and able to punch that one. And Trey Lance coming back onto the field now. They moved the ball well on that last drive. They just couldn't finish. And then, you know, that really hurt them. So there's a big run all the way out to the 43. Greenfield not able to make the tackle, but forces Williams back inside there. Didn't have anything. Let's take a look real quick at the Denver Broncos team here. Trey Lance obviously is the quarterback. Backup is Mailk Willis. Javonte Williams is the running back. He's a 94 overall. Backup is Javon Dorsett, who's been in the league for a couple of years. Got a fullback there. Jerry Jeudy's their wide receiver one. Outside of him, not a lot. Joseph Shirley, who's a rookie. Tyquan Thornton. Terrence Marshall. Obviously, Cortland Sutton you'd have on the team as well, but it looks like he's injured. So, and then McKinney and Mike Gesicki, which I'm not sure why he would be tight end 2, other than McKinney has the starter tag. So, offensive line doesn't really look too great. Got a couple of guys 80 overall. Zadarius Smith, Zach Allen, Junior Beecham, Baron Browning's here, Drew Sanders, DeAndre Snell, who's a rookie. Obviously, Patrick Surtain's going to be tough to deal with. And they've got Dante Jackson and Xavier Howard. Riley Moss as well. Justin Simmons is on the team. And then they've got rookie Martin Allen. Eddie Pinheiro is their kicker. It's really going to be the secondary that's tough to deal with, which really, you know, lends to our strategy of running the ball. The best part of this team is really going to be, you know, stopping the pass. And there's a cat. Should have had the sack there, but really got fooled by the play action, I guess. And McKinney with the catch. And they've got a good running back, but he's no Josh Jacobs. I mean, he is not. He's not going to absolutely run over us every time we try to make a tackle. Probably going to be good when he has open space, but that was a nice play. Went for the play action, turned him back around. If they score here, I'd just like to have enough time to put a drive together. That one's incomplete. Probably should have been a sack. But not able to bring Trey Lance down in time. Just going to bring up 3rd and 3. They're going to hand it off. I was the fullback on that one. Getting all the way down to the 4. And they've driven down the field once again here. And that's going to be a touchdown. Their backup running back, Javon Dorsett. They've tied the game. With the extra point, they'll tie the game anyway. They've moved the ball real well both times they've had it. Just that first time we were able to stop them on 4th and goal. Now, if we can score here and not give them really any time to answer, we will get the ball to start the second half. So we can potentially go up 2 scores if we play this right. A real nice run there from Edwards-Helaire. My TV is telling me I need to change the batteries in my TV remote, so that's real nice. It's another run. I think we hurry up to the line here. Go play action, maybe. I think we just check this down to the fullback. Look up a couple of yards. Mailk Cunningham going to scramble here. Would have liked Ramondre Stevenson to continue down the field and try to pick up a block, but he didn't even attempt to. Now we're going to throw it down the field for Ramondre Stevenson. Knocked down and then nearly tried to catch up to it and catch it anyway. I'm going to play action here. This one, Garrett Wilson should get open. Should have a lot of room over the middle here. Mailk Cunningham able to fit that one through. And we're down to the 21. I wouldn't mind running the ball here. Audible to an inside zone. And hand it off here to Edwards-Helaire. He gets nothing. But the point there is we're trying to take a little bit more time off the clock. Gonna hurry to the line. Throw that one over for Jamison Williams. All the way down to the 1. Just able to fit that ball over the head of the defender so it wasn't a pick. 46 seconds now. That one for Ramondre Stevenson. That's a touchdown. And I think I want to go for 2. I want to make it tough on the Broncos here. Get the ball to Abraham. That's 2. Make a 15-7 lead. Sometimes you got to go for it and put a little bit more pressure on the other team to keep up with you. So they've got 37 seconds here. I don't know that they're going to try to do a whole lot, but we will see. Trey Lance here nearly getting sacked, and now he's going to be sacked. I'm calling a timeout. 2nd and 19. If we could get the ball back and maybe get another field goal, that would be really helpful. That one's overthrown. Trey Lance can't quite get it to his receiver there. Our home field things here, offensive play art can be incorrect. Doesn't really seem like much anything that's going to matter for the CP. We'll get the ball back. We'll have 25 seconds and 1 timeout. Should have decent enough field position that we can likely get in range for a field goal. Decent return there by Abraham. We're going to have 17 seconds. You know, maybe just one decent play. We got play action crossers again. We can definitely try that if we can get Garrett Wilson over the middle again. And it's actually going to be Abraham. And now we're going to call the timeout. We're at the 19-yard line. I think before we decide to kick the field goal, we should try to take a shot into the end zone here. There's good. We got him. Oh, they're going to say he was out of bounds there? Oh, now we got to kick the field goal. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, he couldn't quite get it in bounds there, but we'll take the field goal. I think this is definitely my only franchise where I have a good kicker. And, we got the superstar abilities on the kicks, so take an 18-7 lead. I don't know, that might be enough in the first half, so pretty sure here we get the ball to start the second half. So that might just be able to put things away if we can come up with a good drive to start the second half. We'll get into the second half here. I think we'll continue trying to run inside. Maybe we'll defend the inside run. I don't know. I guess we'll take a knee because I wasn't quick enough trying to return it. Okay. I think we definitely continue to try to run the ball. And continue to try to run time off the clock. Let's also try to get those 150 rushing yards that we need to get to complete our weekly goal here. It's a first down. 10 rushes for 65 yards. Let's hope that Ramondre Stevenson doesn't get slowed down in the second half here. That's another nice run. Up to 80 yards now. Our new left guard's doing pretty good. I'll be honest, I don't remember his name, but he's our Joel Butonio replacement. It's 4 yards. At least it's a positive gain. It's another first down. We're just running the ball right down the field. I would like to get Ramondre Stevenson a rushing touchdown. He already has a receiving touchdown as he's looking pretty tired here, and no hole gonna open up there, so. Gonna take off with Mailk Cunningham. He's gonna scramble. He's still going all the way down to the 13-yard line. And now Clyde Edwards-Helaire into the game. He's going to get about 3. So we can continue to work the clock here. Switch to an inside zone here. And Edwards-Helaire's got room. He's going to get all the way down to the 2. Let's get Ramondre Stevenson back in the game. Get him his touchdown. And Ramondre Stevenson into the end zone. His first rushing touchdown of the game. That's going to extend the lead here. Kick the extra point here. And I think that we pretty much moved the ball on the ground that entire drive. I know we had a passing play there, but Mailk Cunningham ended up scrambling for the first down. So. As long as our defense can keep up here. And I think even if our defense were to not really keep up, we'd probably still be okay. As long as our offense doesn't slow down when we get the ball back, we might be all right. A turnover would help. That one would look like it was dropped. Andrews allowed a couple of catches today. He's our new X-Factor corner, but he's... I don't know. I don't know what to think about him. We know he has superstar X-Factor. But he's going to be listed as hidden development because he has not played enough snaps with us. He is a rookie. Only 21 years old already. I think he's like an 84 overall. So he's going to be really good for us in the future. But we traded an awful lot to get him. And then, of course, we had replaced Kwity Paye with Aiden Hutchinson. So Carter going to affect the ball enough. That's going to be 4th down. And they're going to punt. And if we can score again, I think this game is pretty much over. They're going to get that one out at the 19. Ramondre Stevenson, 15 rushes today for 94 yards and a touchdown. And I think we just keep it going. We're on the counter play here. I don't run this play a lot, so hopefully it works all right. And it's going to work well enough up to the 33. I'm not at the point yet where I really want to run the time off the clock too much because that's going to get a little boring. But we'll take whatever the accelerated clock runs off. That's fine. And Jamison Williams looked pretty open there, but Mailk Cunningham's just going to run the ball down the field. He's got 3 rushes for 47 yards. Just going to get a quick throw to Edwards-Helaire. If he didn't have to flip around to catch that, probably would have been a much better game there. But going to hand it off to him this time. He's going to get about 8 yards. He's carried the ball a few times here. I think we give it to him again. And hopefully he can pick up the first down. He's going to run into a crowd there. And Antonio Brewer is hurt. Hopefully it's nothing serious. We don't really have a lot of depth on the offensive line. I think he's our right tackle. Going to hand this one off to Ramondre Stevenson. He's going to go and just power through the tackle there for the first down. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Now Edwards-Helaire and Perry Holmes into the game. Perry Holmes going to get his first carry. Our third string running back, and he's going to get about 10 yards. It's a shoulder strain for Antonio Brewer. I'm not really wanting to bring him right back into the game. Don't want him to suffer a serious injury. Ramondre Stevenson, 118 yards. If we can get him another touch, I would love to get him up to Superstar X Factor. You never know. You have a good game, maybe get a breakout challenge. He's got 130 yards. We've definitely have eclipsed that 150 mark we wanted to hit. And I guaranteed the win for I think that was the GM who asked before the game, and we've played well. And we usually do well when we can run the ball. It's just sometimes we're not able to run the ball. Do have a good passing offense as well. We have some great receivers on this team. And I think we're going to throw it here. Maybe Abraham gets open. If not, maybe we just check it down to Stevenson. Abraham looks open enough. They're not going to give him the forward progress quite. It's going to be 4th and inches. And we're going to go for it. There's really no reason to kick the field goal here. We're just going to hand it off to Ramondre Stevenson, who does not get the touchdown, but he's going to have a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal now. I would kind of like to get him the touchdown. Not going to get it there. Maybe a stretch play to the outside. He's going to get the touchdown. Just going to walk right into the end zone. Ramondre Stevenson's 2nd touchdown of the game. Am I going to go for 2? Really put things away. And somehow Jamison Williams catches that. Looked like it could have been picked off. I guess the defender wasn't quite in a position to get the ball, but 33-7 now. This game's over. I mean, 224 rushing yards, only 142 passing yards. And we needed this win. I mean, what's our record? 2-5, I think. So, I mean, we absolutely could not have started this season 2 and 6. I mean that at that point you're just. I mean that's not something you can really come back from. And Trey Lance now really having difficulty throwing the ball. Started the game well. His first 2 drives, really. That one's overthrown and out of bounds. He's still 11 for 19. But they're going to go for this here on 4th and 10. Over the middle, and that one's dropped. Had his hands on it, just couldn't bring it in. And we'll look to run some more clock here. Only 4.5 minutes left now. Over 150 yards rushing now for Ramondre Stevenson. And now maybe we'll run a few more seconds off the clock before we snap the ball. Run down to 10 seconds maybe. I don't want to make it too boring here just standing there running the clock. But could run a few seconds off. Might go play action here. Throwing it to the end zone. I really just don't want Mailk Cunningham to throw an interception here. I would like to pick up the first down, though. Get that one behind the defense, but Abraham can't catch up to it. 4th and 8. I really don't see any reason to kick the field goal. It would make it 36-7, but as Mailk Cunningham nearly gets sacked, and now he will be. It was a little difficult to look down the field there when just trying to get away from the sack. But that one's going to be dropped. Looked like he was trying to put the ball away there and might have got kicked out from underneath him. Patrick Queen going to come through on the user sack. And they're going to go for it on 4th and 15. Not a lot of sacks from us today, but... And I don't think we've had any turnovers. As Sharp is going to pick the ball off. Right when I was saying we didn't have any turnovers. Matt Sharp with the interception. Only turnover of the game for either team. Ramondre Stevenson going to pick up 4 more yards. And we may look to keep the ball on the ground here on out. I could run this down to the 2-minute warning. I'm going to go ahead and snap the ball. 3rd and 5. That will get us to the 2-minute warning. Third and 5 here now. Ramondre Stevenson not going to get it. It's going to bring up a 4th and 3. Again, I don't see much of a reason to kick a field goal here. I wanted to throw that ball, but wanted to throw it to Abraham. He when I was going to throw it, he had kind of run in front of some coverage. It's not going to make much of a difference. It's just as long as the point is, Mailk Cunningham didn't actually turn the ball over. Didn't throw an interception, so turned it over on downs, but that's not really the same thing. Trey Lance trying to move the ball down the field here, but they're not even calling timeouts. They're not hurrying up. They're just, and there's a diving catch. That was not bad by Marshall there, but and maybe if they had Courtland Sutton healthy for this game, they might have had another option to throw to, but they're not even going to get this one in the end zone here. That's the game. They moved right down the field, but again, they're down by too much to really try to do much anything. Mailk Cunningham only threw the ball 14 times, but completed it 10 of those 14 times. 2 touchdowns. It's a 71% completion percentage. Had a 47-yard pass. Trey Lance, he started the game well, but I mean, and then the interception, that was close to the end. Didn't make much of a difference. And then they kind of stopped running the ball. They were running it all right, but just kind of abandoned it eventually. Ramondre Stevenson, 30 rushes for 160, averaging 5.3 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns. And yet he didn't have a run over 20 yards. His longest run was 15 yards. Mailk Cunningham scrambled a few times. Even Perry Holmes had a rush for 10 yards. Receiving, nobody had more than 2 catches. Garrett Wilson did have 69 yards receiving. That's nice. Tyreek Abraham, 2 catches. Alex Good, only 1 catch for 1 yard, but it was a touchdown. Not a lot, but it was enough. It was what we needed in this game. Patrick Queen with a sack and a half a sack for John Franklin Myers, half a sack for Aiden Hutchinson, 4 tackles for loss from Patrick Queen, a couple for Jabril Peppers. Aiden Hutchinson had a couple. Didn't actually have any solo tackles today, but he was effective enough. And then Matt Sharp with the interception. It was a good game. We finally played well. Gonna have some upgrades here. Stinson Bennett with an upgrade. Guess we'll go Scrambler. He's our backup who hopefully never has to play. Daquan Singleton, one of the backup safeties, who I hope never gets on the field. We'll go run stopper for Michael Langford. Get that block shedding up even more. +3 block shedding. He's playing down because his morale is low, but he does actually have 78 block shedding. His power moves isn't bad either. Christian Gonzalez with an upgrade. I think I'm going to go slot. Sometimes you get big man coverage upgrades with that. He's going to get +3 man and +1 zone. He's going to get his man coverage. I know the morale's a little, it looks like it's affecting it, but he's actually got 90 man coverage now. So we'll see here. Team turmoil. We were in some turmoil. We were 3-5. I was thinking we were 2-5. We were 3-5. So now we're 4-5. 1,000 XP, and then we're going to get some morale for the defensive players for not allowing very many touchdowns. Would we allow like 1? Seems obvious given the conditions that the running game was a huge role. Who do I credit most, the running backs or the offensive line? I'm going to credit the running backs. +3 carry and break tackle for the next game. Maybe I should have credited the offensive line, but going to try to advance the week here. Offline franchise doesn't always like to cooperate, but we're going to take on Pittsburgh, and they're 4-4, so maybe we'll have a chance. Our bye week is in week 11 next week, so we have won some weekly awards here. Ramondre Stevenson going to win Player of the Week. And we're 4-5. Dolphins and the Jets are both 5-4. So we're looking to try to get ahead of them. If we can string a few more wins in a row. And of course, the Bills have lost their first game of the season, so they're 7-1. But I doubt we're going to see an epic collapse from them. But I will see you in the next one when we take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Have a good day.